Good morning and welcome to Woohoo Wednesday. So I'm live on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn and on YouTube, I think. Although YouTube really, I need to up my game on that one. But anyway, I'm sending it out there into the universe. So good morning and welcome to Woohoo Wednesday. If you've never seen me before, my name's Helen Bullen. I'm a business mentor. And yes, on a Wednesday, I talk about Woohoo Wednesday, as well as today, I'm going to be talking about getting more time. If you find that you are struggling with being busy and not actually getting the jobs done, then that's what I'm going to be on here to do today. But it is Woohoo Wednesday. And you know what that means? That means you have to either shout woohoo, write it in the comments, but it is not a hump day, all right? And I can't get across if it's feeling, I can't get across well enough or strong enough that if it feels like a hump day today, change something. All right. If it feels like you can't wait to get to Friday, and when you get to Sunday, you feel miserable because you've got to go back to work, you need to change something, and you have the power to do that. It may not be instant. It may not be today. It may not be in 2 months. But actually, if you start working on what you want now, in a year, in 6 months, you can change things up, and you can. I know because I have done it personally when I felt that it's not really a Woohoo Wednesday, it's a hump day. So I can see on Facebook already, come on Instagram, compete with them, come on LinkedIn. They're writing Woohoo in the comments. So if you're reading this, just put a Woohoo in. It will make you feel better. It will make you laugh at yourself. It will make you think, oh my God, this is a business call and I'm writing Woohoo. But sometimes we need to bump ourselves out of maybe a miserable mindset. I'm literally just writing a blog at the moment, which is going to go out today on all my social media platforms. And it's about worrying. It's about wasting worry time. But today I'm going to be talking about wasting time. Good morning. Good morning. If you're on and saying good morning to me, where's the woohoo? I'm going to wave at the lovely people on Instagram. Sue Ford has done a lovely, great long one on Instagram, which is great. Jen's got a woohoo. Jen's done capitals for me today. I love it. The longer the woohoo, the better. I love it. Normally Hazel comes on at some point and she'll be on all my platforms at the same time and does the longest woohoo. So see if you can beat her. Just keep your finger on the ooze, or give me a thumbs up, or give me a like, or give me whatever you can do on the system. If you're watching on catch up, don't think this doesn't apply to you either. So let's get motivated. As I said, if you're feeling it's a hump day, get out of your shell and do something different. Maybe go for a walk, maybe change your mindset, listen to something that's positive, listen to some music, dance around your kitchen, whatever it takes to get you back in the mood. Because running a business from a place of feeling like it's a hump day is a really shitty place to come from. And it is not the place that your brain will come up with loads of great ideas and inspire you. But today I'm going to be talking about time and being effective in what you do. Now, I have 5 principles that I work with, and one of them is about being effective in your action. It's no magic trick. It's no special formula. It is just about making sure you're not busy being busy. And I know, put your hand up if this is true for you. And you can put your hand up by waving or pressing the plus button or wherever it is, or putting yes in the comments. But put your hand up with me if you say sometimes you know you are busy being busy. The reason I've just laughed is because Andrew Spark has just done the longest woohoo on my Facebook page ever. So Instagram, can you compete, please? I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines of ooze. I love it. And there is a who in there somewhere. I thought it was a woo, but it's a woohoo. So what we need to think about is being busy in a business is not a nice way to be. You feel like you're overwhelmed. There's so much to be done. You're constantly chasing your tail. And actually what normally happens is you don't actually get the things on your to-do list that need to be done. So how do you make sure you're not being busy for the sake of being busy? Because sometimes it's a way of procrastinating. Somebody the other day on my LinkedIn, and I can't remember, I'm so sorry if I can't remember your name on it, but it was brilliant. He posted something like, was it busy being busy? Because I'd put a very short thing that just saying, oh, come on, you can't be busy being busy. What you need to do is sit your butt down and take action and do the jobs that get you the results. It was quite a blunt, very kindly blunt from me post. And he said something like, yeah, no, and that procrastination when all you can think of is diving into the biscuit tin instead of doing the work. And that is really true. If any of you have ever had that suddenly you decide that you've got to tidy something. Or for me, I suddenly think, maybe I could do the ironing. I have a cleaner who does my ironing, but suddenly it's like, maybe I would just tidy that over there, do this. It's a way of procrastinating, or as he said, eating biscuits or going to the fridge, whichever one it was, but it made me laugh. But what you need to do is you need to get structure. Now, I wrote myself a little note today. Now, I have to complain. Can you see here? This is the honest Helen, because I'm always like this. That is a chocolate mark, because I had 90% chocolate this morning at about 6 o'clock this morning with my coffee, and I smudged it on my piece of paper. And if you ever do that, I don't care. I don't care. It's adding to it. But I wrote some notes down because I wanted to make sure I picked up. So, number one, do you waste time? I think we all do. And I like to call it faffing about, that sort of thing that you're just do a little bit of this, do a little bit of this. Oh, silvery ball comes over. There's another idea. Oh, let me chase that. And actually what needed to be done was your accounts, was paying your wages, was sitting down and creating a landing page or something else that is actually going to get you some money in and create you clients. Maybe it's creating your email list, whatever it is for your business. And yet you've gone off on a faffing journey of maybe passing the biscuit tin, opening the fridge, tidying something that doesn't need tidying, shuffling some papers, creating a better to-do list because the last one you didn't think looked tidy, but so you write it out again. Tell me in the comments what you have done when you've been faffing. What have you done? Own up to it now, because I think sometimes we are funny in how we faff. For me, I tend to do a little bit like, I need a cup of coffee. I normally don't. I need a cup. I would be really good at this if I get a cup of coffee. And I have been known to rewrite my to-do list and go, well, it looks like it's got lights through it. I just write a pretty one out. Well, that has just wasted 10 minutes of my time that I could have got a job. Now, could have done a job. I am pretty good at taking action because I can't bear it when I faff about. And the first thing you need to do is identify what it is you do. What is it you do? I'm just having a look at some comments here. Currently sat at my desk, busy doing nothing, says Jen. I like that. Andrew, no more woohoos, now listening from the car. Yeah, please don't write any more woohoos in. But think what you do when you faff, okay? Because this is the key to taking effective action, to know what you do. The first one to identify, I would say, is being on your social media. So if you get on social media and you want something to do for work, and then before you know it, you have got lost in cat videos, in adverts, in completely something different, reading somebody's post when you went to do something else. And if you do that, give me a thumbs up, give me a heart, give me some sort of comment somewhere. Do you ever do that? You go in and you go, oh my God, I forgot what I went into. I have Post-it notes, and I write on the Post-it notes sometimes if I'm in a faffing mood, and I put what I'm going in to do. So I'm going in to comment on people's, make connections. I'm going to put a post up. I'm going to look at yesterday's post and make sure I've looked at all those comments. I will write it on a Post-it note and stick it on the screen somewhere so that when I go, oh, I don't know where I'm supposed to be, I remember where I'm supposed to be. Social is a big one. Netflix, what about Netflix and telly? You suddenly go, actually, I think I'll just sit and watch film. And Netflix, I'm watching Stranger Things at the moment. Anybody watch Stranger Things? And I'm just watching one after the other. Now, I have to say, I don't watch Netflix until after 7:30, 8. All right. That's my time. I switch off from work, which is great. After about 6:30, I switch, sometimes 3 o'clock actually, but I switch off from work. And about 7, 7:30, my husband and I sit down and it's a thing we do together, but I don't do it during the day. But it's easy, isn't it, to get involved in one after another, after another, after another. Fine if you've planned it, but not if you're supposed to be doing something else and you're faffing around. So what you need to do is plan your wasting time. So if you do find you get scrolling on social media, which is what it's about, plan your time that you're allowed to do it, which is out of work time. So you just scroll and you can watch any video you like. You can watch the reels, enjoy it because social media can be enjoyable as well. A lot of people are like, oh, I hate social media. It's a waste of time. It's only a waste of time if you let it. You're only going to get things on your feed if you let those things come onto your feed. All you have to do is delete people you don't like seeing and take off stuff that you know wastes your time. I'm not on TikTok personally because that is a time waster for me. I get on there and I think, I just watch one more video. Oh, just one more. And then half an hour's gone. So I don't let myself go on it. So control yourself in the areas you are supposed to be and set time when you can waste time, faffing time, have it in the evening, have it over lunch. I'm not brilliant. I always do my Wordle every day at about 1:30. I sit and have my lunch and I think I just do Wordle for half an hour. doesn't always take me half an hour. Sometimes it does. I'm not very good with words, but that's my time. And then I go back to work. I know when I'm not at my most productive. When are you at your most productive? Work at those times. I've been up this morning since 5:30. I've written a blog. I've actually tidied the kitchen up this morning. I've done some bits and pieces. I'm ready for this live. I'm up, I'm showered, I'm dressed. Normally I've done some exercise, but I have an Achilles problem. I'm really oversharing today. But anyway, let's keep going with it. But I plan those times. I know that I'm really good till about 12, 1 o'clock. Normally 1 o'clock is great because I quite often do my teachers into my membership club at that sort of time. The afternoon for me disappears a bit. So I do my accounts quite often in the afternoon when I've just got to transfer invoices, make sure they connect with my Xero, make sure everything's all right. I do that sort of work. By about 3 or 4, I get second wind, not literally, but second wind, and I go again. And if I'm not careful, my husband comes upstairs about 6:30, 7 and goes, "Are you finishing work?" I'm like, "Yep, okay, I'm finishing." Come down. And then the evening is mine to do what I want. I do my exercise during the day. I plan it in. I'm lucky enough to have a Peloton so I can break off and do it. But structure your day. Structure is function. And I'm a retired osteopath. So before I mentor business owners, I was an osteopath and I had a very successful clinic. So I told people how I did it. And that's how I got to be a mentor. Somebody yesterday said to me, "Oh, the two things you did are very far apart. How did you connect the two?" But they're actually not. Because I've run a business. So I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I am with you. I've run many businesses and been good at them and made sure that I get things done in time. But I have also wasted time along the way. So I'm right with you. I know exactly what happens when we waste time. Sue says, often have 4 to-do lists in different bios, in different colors. So Sue, can we just have one? Just have one? So the thing about a to-do list is create a to-do list, and then look at it. When you've done it, when you've written everything out, you've sort of almost brain dumped it out of your head. Have a little look and think, right, what needs doing today? So it might be paying bills, it might be paying wages, whatever it is. Get those done. Paying your mortgage. They're all the sort of things that are essential to your life. Yep, they need doing. Then you look and you think, right, what is it here that is building to grow my business? That is the next thing I need to do. Not color in another to-do list. Not just going to make it look pretty here in the corner of my office, right? That's not stuff to do right now. The essential stuff, get it done. Pick 1 or 2, maybe 3 things at most that you are going to get done that day and focus on those. And here's the thing, set a timer. Those of you who know me and work with me, tell me in the comments what I'm going to tell you to do. If I say set a timer, what am I going to tell you to do? Those that work with me will know. And I know there's a lot of you on at the moment. While you're doing that, I'm going to say hello to a few more people. So we've got Hazel. Hazel's commenting as a wonder woohoo. Hazel's tired because she's got a poorly little one, so I hope they get better. Rebecca's given me a woohoo. Funny thing about Woohoo Wednesday, I woke up a bit meh, but then seeing you alive and remembered it's Woohoo Wednesday and now I feel better. Yay! That's made my day. 10-minute timed task. Rebecca is on it. Yes. So timed tasks are a great way to get things done. So you get your to-do list, you get one thing off that to-do list, one thing. You set the timer, you turn off all distractions. You are not allowed to go and get a coffee. You're not allowed to go in the biscuit tin. You're not allowed to go in the fridge. You're not allowed to do your ironing. You sit your butt down and you get that job done. Now, if it's a big job, I always say like this, if it's a big job like a website that you're creating, you need to break it into smaller chunks because 10 minutes is never going to build you a website. But maybe you do the content for the landing page. In 10 minutes, you will be amazed what you can get done when all you are doing is one thing, no faffing, one thing in 10 minutes. There's a thing called Parkinson's law, and you may have heard me talk about it before. It's not my law, it's Parkinson's. Mr. Parkinson, whoever he was, made up this law that we spread our workload into the time we are given. You all know the time that you had a job to be done and it needed to be done in, I don't know, an hour, and you only had an hour, and maybe you've left it to the last minute, but in that hour, you get the job done. We also know a task that you have had and you've got 6 months to get it done. And again, you're in that last hour, 6 months after you were given that target, doing that job and getting it done. We fill the time. So you give yourself less time to do the job. Maybe you need to give yourself an hour to do something. I would say 10 minutes is good because you can really focus and concentrate, and you won't be worried that, I don't know, the school will ring you in 10 minutes or whatever. If you turn off distractions for 10 minutes, the world will not stop. Okay. So try 10 minutes, set your timer, think of nothing else but that one thing. And I always say to myself, sit your butt down and do it. And quite often, the job that needs to be done is the job we don't want to do. We've been avoiding. We are either procrastinating because we're not quite sure how to do it. If that's the case, spend 10 minutes, first of all, just brain dumping any ideas. If you've got to write something, sometimes it's quite hard to sit down and write. I know I've written books, I'm writing another book. Sometimes it's quite hard to just write. So what I do then is I just write bullet points, and I'll just sit with a piece of paper. Doesn't have to be tidy, a bit like this. Even got a chocolate stain on it this morning. And I just write. And then I do another 10 minutes and put it together, piece it together. It may not be a 10 minutes that day. I might decide I'm going to do the 10 minutes tomorrow. Depends when it's got to be done by. But you can get things done. Right, I'm going to come look at my comments. Sit your butt down, turn distractions off, and 10 minutes of focused and effective action. Hazel's worked with me, can you tell? Woohoo, good morning, Karen. Nice to see you. So let's have a look. On Instagram, I can't see any more comments. But I'm loving that you're all on there. So if you're on Instagram, do post them in. I'd love to hear your comments. I will be waving at you. If you're on LinkedIn, I will come back and look at those comments as well. So stick them in. To be honest, LinkedIn comes up on my StreamYard feed. So you may well be commenting for me on LinkedIn. My apologies if I'm saying you're on Facebook. So do you waste time? Identify it. Where is it you're wasting time? Plan your wasting time. You have to give yourself that. We shouldn't banish ourselves from doing it. It's a bit like being on a diet, isn't it? Eat healthily most of the time, but sometimes have a glass of wine and have a bit of chocolate, especially at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was 90% in my defense. If you didn't hear before, that is a chocolate stain on my piece of paper. Yeah, I have been eating chocolate already. Faffing. It means you have lack of structure and focus. So build a structure into your week. When do you work on your business? When do you work in your business? When do you create content? Well, every day I write a piece of content, and I quite often will do that, at least the bones of it, in the morning, because that's my productive time. Maybe you're a night person. Maybe you're the person that at 9 o'clock suddenly gets creative. Make sure that's the time. Sit down and do it, but cut off the distractions. Don't half do it. Don't try to do it. It just doesn't work. Give yourself just 10 minutes and you will get the job done. Can you imagine if you had a to-do list and you had 5 things on it and you gave each one 10 minutes and you got them done? 50 minutes, you would have your day done. How about that? Then you could just work. Because that's the problem for most small business owners. If you have a business and you love what you do, if you don't love what you do, we're talking about hump day and you need to change it. But I'm going to assume you love what you do. The bugbear becomes when you've got to market yourself, or you feel it's like a separate thing. So you do what you do and then marketing, and it's like an aside. Marketing is really important. It's about getting yourself. This is marketing right now. I'm creating content for you being here. I'm not selling, but I'm creating content, and you need to do the same for your business, and you need to show up for the life of your business. You can't just say, oh, I've done my marketing and I don't do it anymore. That isn't how it works. Unless you're such a big branded name. And actually, to be honest, those branded names will have a whole department that does their marketing. If you're a small business owner, which is the people that I work with, you are doing your own marketing and you have to do it. But make it part of your business. Don't make it an aside, and plan in when you're going to do it. Structure, here's the other structure, your time off. Your time that if you want to, you can scroll on social media. Then when you're working, you don't feel like you're hard done by, that you can't go and look at something. People talk about social media as being some sort of awful thing that is controlling their life. It's not. You're letting it control your life, okay? So a great way to do it is, number one, unfollow things you don't want to see, things that make you feel jealous or uncomfortable, whatever. Just unfollow them, unsubscribe. Then follow the things that make you feel good. Maybe it's Woohoo Wednesday. Maybe you unsubscribe me. I don't know. But I'm going to hope that on a Wednesday morning, just like I think it was Rebecca said, if he was feeling a bit meh, realised it's Woohoo Wednesdays, come on, feeling better. Surround yourself with people that inspire you. It doesn't have to be me, with people that inspire you, that get you. You only need to have a handful of them and then work with them. Cut your time for working and be effective in it. Don't be busy the whole time and constantly you're working. That's what happens with small business owners. Quite often they merge, their whole world is just working. I admittedly hold my hand up. I sometimes will write content on a Sunday. But it's because I've got an idea and I feel relaxed and I'm sitting here and I've got my bifold windows here and I can open those up and I'm feeling good and content comes to me, but I don't have to do it. That's the difference. But I will, like this weekend, I'm away with friends on Bournemouth Beach or Alum Chine. If anybody's down there, I'll be on the beach with my mates, do it every year. I will shut off. Absolutely shut off. And I will scroll through social media, enjoy scrolling. So what is it you can structure into your life to make things a little bit different? Good morning, Steph. Good morning. Oh, nice to see. I've said hello to Karen, haven't I? Good morning, good morning. If I haven't said good morning to you, I apologise. If you're watching on catch up, put a woohoo in and tag me and I'll come back and say hello to you. If I've missed your message, the only point this doesn't apply to is Instagram right now, because when I'm on a live, your comments disappear. Instagram, I don't like that. Anyway, you can come back afterwards and comment. But everybody else on the comments, I will come and make sure I speak with you. So stop the faffing, get structure, get focus, and make sure you, Parkinson's law, give yourself less time to do stuff. When I'm on a really good working week, I'll say to myself, right, I'll start at 5, I'll finish work at 2:30 today. I do what I want when I want now in my business. I factor it in. There are some days when I work up. There's a day like today. Joy of joy, I'm back to hospital today. Those who don't know, I'm on a cancer journey. I'm cancer-free right now. Well, can you keep your fingers crossed today? Because I've got a 6-month check today. So we're just hoping that I'm still cancer-free. But that's going on in my world. And that's why I'm writing a blog today on wasting worry time. I'm not wasting my worry on that, but I have got to go into hospital today. So I've done my work. When I go, by the time I get there at 11, I'll have done the work. If I don't do any more work today, that's fine. But I factored that in and structured it in. And I did a lot of work yesterday so I could get it done. Right, so what else have I got? Time task. Oh, the last thing is, if you want to know, here's the thing. Right, if you know about this and you're excited, just give me something like hearts, thumbs up, yes in the comments, the number 10 in the comments. It's coming. The 10-10 challenge. If you haven't done it before, the 10-10 challenge, I think it's number 12. It's already raised hands going up. Number 12 is coming back on the 5th of September. So next week, I am letting everybody into the 10-10 challenge. So if you want to know more about that, sign up to my email list. Now, my email list will occasionally tell you when I'm doing something like the 10-10 or if I've got the HB Club is open. But most of the time, I'm dropping in your inbox ad hoc with tips and ideas. This month, I've been doing all about how to keep yourself motivated in August. So I hope it's inspiring. It's got tips. It's got motivation. It's a bit, if you like this video, it's a bit like me arriving in writing into your inbox with a bit of fun, with a bit of smiles, telling you what's going on. So sign up to my mailing list. You can get to it on the, I'll put a link in LinkedIn when I get there in a minute. You can get to it, or if you look in my bio, I think you can get to it. On Instagram, link is in my bio. On Facebook, the link is in the blue button, or just put mailing list in the comments anywhere, except for Instagram, because your views are going to go. And I will make sure I put you on my mailing list. I'll give you the link. You can get on my mailing list and you'll be one of the first to know. I've already created the Facebook group. Made me laugh last night because I created the Facebook group. And Hazel, love Hazel, she's in my membership. Hazel managed to get in because my members have automatic entry into there already. I'd left it open. I was like, Hazel, I'm not ready. Anyway, she's in already. Got a couple of people that are helping me out in there already. But yeah, the Facebook group, the little pop-up Facebook group is ready. You'll get some templates. And what happens in the 10-10 is we do 5 days. It used to do 10. That's why it's called the 10-10. But we do 5 days now of getting up at 6:30 a.m., working with me. I'm going to give you 10 things to action in the day. Now, they're not all big things. We'll be doing time tasks. We'll be creating content. You'll be tidying things up. You'll be doing things for you. You'll be having some fun, but it is business related. But, you know, life and business are very much connected. I'm all about living your best in life and business. And that's what the 10-10 challenge is about. 10 has significance about being 10 out of 10, you know, being the best that you can be. And we've got here, there's a lot of 10-10. 10-10 ninja, says Hazel. Tracy needs the 10-10. Tell me in the comments, if you're on, how many 10-10s have you done? There are some of you, I think there's a couple of you that have done, I've done all of them, obviously. I think we've done 11, but there's people that have done 10, they've done 9. If you've done 10-10s, 10-10-10s, that's bloody brilliant, isn't it? Tell me if you've done 10-10-10s. Just what I need at the moment, says Steph. These are all people that have done the 10-10 before. I tell you, I don't know. I got out of the shower one day and thought of this idea. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to motivate people to get up and take action first thing in the morning. And hopefully by about 7:30, you have done all those things you need to do, and you can carry your day feeling quite smug. I will remind you of things you should be doing for your business. I'll be giving you new ideas. As I said, there's going to be motivation. There'll be some laughs along the way. There's always something that I throw in as a curveball. There is Cake Gate that everybody always talks about how I one day gave them 10 minutes to bake a cake. Oh my God, it kicked off. If you've never read my book, I've got your back. The Cake Gate is actually written about in my book. But yeah, Ben Fish has done all of them, hasn't he? I think Ben's missed one. I think he's one behind me. So I think he's missed one. But yes, loads of people have done it. So if you want to know more about that, I will be obviously talking about it, but it is coming next week. The cost is £10 because it's the 10-10, £10. There's a lot of tens in there. We do 10-minute tasks. I'll give you 10 minutes to do loads of things. And Parkinson's Law, I give you a set amount of time, you go do it and you'll be like amazed. About to do 10 minutes of cleaning, says Andrew. Tracy's done 9 10-10s. That's amazing. Hazel's done 4 or 5. Go for 5, Hazel. I like that. 5 is divides into 10 quite nicely. So yeah, so if you want to do that, just check out the links in my bio or message me, okay? DM me, message me, and I'll make sure you get on my mailing list. As I said, I don't bombard you with a load of spam, and I now don't do my mailing list every Friday at 7:30. I do it when I think, oh, I've got a great idea. I'm just going to send it out. Like you're my chums, which you are, and I just send you out a little message going, hi, have you thought about this? We've been doing motivation in August, so hopefully that's been helping everybody. But the 10-10 is coming, and I'm so excited. So what have we learned today is stop faffing about. Get your head out the biscuit tin. Don't smear chocolate on your piece of paper, and make sure you take effective action. Give yourself less time and get more done. Right, Instagram, I'm going to say goodbye to you first. If you're watching on catch up later, please do comment below. Please share anything that you've seen wherever I am. I would love it if you share it. Tag other people in. Comment afterwards. I'm going to come and look at my comments now and have a look and chat with you back. But yeah, have a great day. Have a Woohoo Wednesday. I'll be back next Wednesday for my lives. But I'm over on Instagram a lot. I'm over on LinkedIn loads at the moment. So if you haven't found me there, and of course I have a Facebook group. So if you want any of those, just message me and I'll make sure you have all the links. Right. Speak to you later. Bye. Right. I've said goodbye to Instagram, you lovely lot. Have a great day. Have a lovely Woohoo Wednesday. Fingers crossed for me. Mammogram today. I don't know. Am I worrying? Actually, I'm not, because it's a waste of my worry time. And that blog is coming because it's not going to change anything, is it? Right. I'll just take it as it comes. Right. Speak to you soon. Have a great day. And yeah, make sure if you've put comments in here, I will come back and chat with you and make sure you've all got the link. Make sure you're all on my mailing list. Right. Speak to you soon. Bye.